Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us as moms. We know how precious time is, and so we will get right into it. My name is Renee Walsh, and I've been with Purium for a little over a year. It has been an incredible journey, both on a health and a financial level for me. One of my favorite parts is that this is something that my kids can see me do. They've helped me with the little things like making my shakes and assisting in superfood socials, even hopping on calls with me sometimes. You might see them in the background. That's what's beautiful about doing this as mothers together. It's all good. Our munchkins show up. So today we're going to talk to you about the whole life transformation that Purium offers, health and wealth, and the amazing community that comes with it. You'll learn about Purium, which is a company of over 20 years, who the founders are, and why it's the best nutrition solution for the health problem in our country today. You'll hear firsthand from Purium brand partners whose lives have been completely transformed by the business. And more importantly, you'll learn how easy it is to start your own transformation for your health and your financial freedom, all while keeping family first. All right, so take a look at this. Drop a 2 in the chat below if you know someone who has or has had cancer, diabetes, heart disease, or a list of the other lifestyle and environmental diseases. Yes, I see lots of 2s, many 2s. Yes, I think we can all unfortunately relate to that. So you may or may not know about the correlation between this and the dominant agriculture system in our country and the detriment that it has on our soil and our gut microbiome. So now more than ever, there's awareness of the big problem today with the state of food in our country. Our bodies are constantly bombarded with toxins, and one source of toxins are the ultra-processed convenience food, which probably many of us grew up on. You'll probably recognize most of these things in this picture. So why are people eating these foods? Well, because we're busy, right? It enables poor food choices, which result in lack of sleep, low energy, brain fog, digestive issues, and sometimes even worse. And for parents, we see it in our kids too. It affects their energy, their focus, their moods, and that's all affected by what they're eating. I don't know how many times, raise your hand, you took your kid to a party and they had cake and they started having a sugar rush, right? So these foods and even many nutritional supplements are laden with chemicals, sugars, inflammatory oils, artificial dyes and sweeteners, pesticides, and glyphosate. They're all linked to lifestyle and environmental diseases like diabetes, leaky gut, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. So Amber is going to jump on next, and she's going to share about glyphosate. Amber lives in a farming community and has seen these effects firsthand.
Thank you, Renee. You spoke of the reality we are in, which it can be hard for us as parents. Choosing a different path when our kids are surrounded by these brightly colored sugary snacks and all the marketing aimed right at them, it's tough, but it matters because what we eat and surround ourselves with today shapes our future health. Our food is as nutritious as the soil it's grown in, and we are only as nourished as the food we eat. One of the biggest hidden culprits is glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup. It strips minerals from the soil and invades the harvest as well. Think of it like an unwanted house guest. It sneaks into foods you never expect, even once labeled healthy. You can't wash it off or cook it out. It has even been patented as an antibiotic, which kills all the good bacteria in our gut. So once inside, it strips away nutrients, disrupts the gut, and leaves behind damage linked to leaky gut, autoimmune disease, autism, and even certain cancers. I'm here in the Midwest, where I was raised and surrounded by chemical farming practices all my life, so my family is heavily exposed. We have crop dusters flying over, sprays drifting from the air. These are all reminders that avoiding it completely is impossible. But knowing this truth gives us power And this is exactly why protecting and strengthening our gut microbiome is so important. So a healthy gut microbiome is crucial because 70% of our immune system is in the gut. 90 to 95% of serotonin, the feel-good hormone, is made in the gut. Poor gut health can be related to low mood, anxiety, and depression. If our gut is compromised, for example, from leaky gut, you can't absorb the nutrients. And that's why we are so excited to share a natural God-given solution. The Purium lifestyle, ultimate lifestyle transformation is real food. It provides us with the powerful tools we need to combat these lifestyle issues. It's also convenient, even for the busiest of families. It's important to follow this 90-day program that includes a proven solution to remove glyphosate from our bodies, a delicious organic superfood shake that is nutrient dense and satisfying, and it's seriously kid approved. It's a high quality protein that builds and protects muscle without the heavy digestion that comes with complex proteins. It also includes a parasite cleanse, which removes unwanted parasites, mold, candida, and fungus. So if you've done your research, you know that parasites are linked to all kinds of diseases. And we also have a natural sleep support. People feel so good when they're on this program. And it's a gift to be able to teach our kids healthy habits by example through this nutrition. So Nicole has done an incredible job doing this with her children, and she has some amazing stories to share with us. Nicole?
Oh, thank you, Amber and Renee. Such a powerful introduction to this truly life-changing opportunity. So you could drop a 3 if you're feeling how incredible this is, and we're kind of just getting started. But, just to reiterate, the Purium Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation has transformed thousands of lives. Here are just a handful of testimonies that we have. I mean, we've witnessed parents sharing how they now have energy to engage with their children, playing and cooking and exploring together. We have testimonies of children experiencing health breakthroughs. These are real families. We're creating healthy habits that build longevity, and this goes across generations. And each testimony is showing how God's pure creations work through us to restore us from the inside out. So I absolutely love witnessing these transformations. Behind these products, though, are 2 passionate individuals, Amy and Dave. They embody vision and values that make Purium products so high quality, and they are carefully formulated to work in harmony with all of creation. They understand that health and business success go hand in hand with family. Their leadership has demonstrated and continues to demonstrate that parents can build something impactful while keeping our children by our side. So grateful for these 2. So just to give them a little bit more credit here, this is the lovely Amy Benner. She's CEO, co-founder, co-owner. She is a mother to 2 beautiful teenage girls. And she has such a drive to create convenient and affordable organic nutrition that, and this comes from her wanting to make something better for her own family. She has built this business model, and it allows parents to keep family time a priority. She inspires me time after time. And the fact that she started this business when she was only 19 years old herself is a true testament to her belief and commitment. I absolutely love Amy Benner, and I'm sure you will too when you meet her. And then here's our formulator. He is the founder of Purium, Dave Sandoval. He was mentored by holistic giants like Ann Wigmore, Dr. Bernard Jensen, and more. His mission began after he lost a loved one to a lifestyle disease. Many of you can relate. I saw all those twos. It was a painful experience for him, and it deepened his passion to formulate really pure, effective products. He is so humble and so wise and an absolute dream, and as a parent himself, he really cares about our health and the impact that we make on the world. So Dave and Amy have such a high integrity. It's literally infused into every aspect of this company. Therefore, it's really important that I share with you that they are the manufacturer. So it says manufactured by on our labels. After this Zoom is over, go and get a bottle of supplements out of your cabinet, and it may say, and it most likely says, manufactured for. This is just one of the many amazing examples of the absolute integrity of these products. As a family ourselves that read labels, my husband and I have never found another company that creates products as Purium. So being the manufacturer, like I said, they have control over every detail. So this is just another example. So when the truck brings ingredients, the truck is inspected. They see if there's any mold, bugs, and if there are, it gets rejected. if they weren't the manufacturers, they wouldn't be able to do this. You know, this process really ensures safety and quality. And without this authority, such quality wouldn't be possible, to be honest with you. Okay, so here is a picture of my daughter and I. Kaya's 15, and she got to go tour the manufacturing facility with me. So when a brand partner reaches the rank of diamond, they earn a trip and they get to go tour this whole operation. You get to witness firsthand the care and precision poured into every step. You know, it's such an exciting moment to see these products being made and the stewardship that goes into blessing every box that gets sent out. I think it's like touring the next level Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but this one is God's pure superfoods. And I really hope I get to see you all there one day. Yeah, so just reiterating what makes these products so different, you know, they're so good for your body. They're certified organic. You know, we have proven solutions to remove that glyphosate that Amber was talking about. There's no binders or fillers or anything artificial. This is all whole foods. It's so convenient. It's the true fast food, and it's so affordable. As someone who does not mind spending a lot of money on my food because I feel like it's so important, affordability is what Purium really offers us. And again, they have in-house and third-party testings, which are absolutely incredible because we're just making sure that what it says on the label is what you're getting. You know, these products let families build healthy lives and businesses side by side. You know, kids get to see and join in healthy habits, and they get to live these out daily with you. You know, it shapes a lifestyle and a legacy that they get to carry forward. We even use Purium's trainings as a part of our homeschooling curriculum for our children. So fun. Now, on top of all this, the integrity, the quality, Dave Sandoval has created the first non-GMO, plant-based, home compostable packaging. Yes, I said that right. So they have taken initiative to transition from plastic-free or to a plastic-free company. This is so important. It's important for our environment and it's important for our health. I'm sure you guys have seen these studies that have been put out about the microplastics being found in people. By doing this, Purium has saved over 300,000 pounds of plastic from going into the environment and our bodies. Purium has sacrificed profits to protect us and future generations. And this is truly an honor to pay this forward to you all today. All these details really matter and make up what we have. And I'm going to pass it back to Renee so she can fill us in on how to get started. And we're going to get to hear some testimonies.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nicole, for sharing all of that information. So why is now the ideal time to start partnering with Purium? Well, people are really prioritizing their health more than ever. I see this firsthand as a massage therapist. People every day are becoming more and more aware and want to make really positive changes for their health and for their family's health. You can create an extra income to offset the inflation, all from your home or anywhere you want, even from the sidelines of your kids' soccer practice. I know I'll be doing that this fall. You'll be able to build a plan B before you ever need one. Diversifying your income without relying on just one source, and you'll be able to share powerful and results-driven nutrition that people will keep reordering every single month. You'll align with trusted 20-plus year company with proven stability and leadership. So you can focus on raising your kids while building something that lasts. And so when you search for recession-proof business categories, health and food are consistently at the top of that list for a reason. Purium is a perfect marriage of both of those, offering a powerful opportunity in wellness and nutrition that will thrive in any economy. This business model offers residual income that you can leverage. Most people trade time for money, but our time is limited as parents especially. So when you have kids, you know what that means. Your time matters. And with Purium, you're able to build an income and create more time to spend with your family. So here is an illustration. I love this. This is our team. So let's say you put in 10 hours a week to grow your business. Now imagine you find 5 friends who want to do the same and each also invest 10 hours a week. Well, together, that's going to be 60 hours of effort happening every single week, but you're only having to work 10 hours. So that is the power of leverage where you're earning beyond your own time. So now let's hear from some friends who've done exactly that. And we're going to bust a common myth while we're at it. So the myth is, I have to choose between my family and my career. So here at Purium, your family is part of the journey. You can earn while modeling wellness, entrepreneurship, and purpose for your children with a company that's been around for 21 years. So first, we are going to hear from Mary Beth.
I was a struggling single mom. I was working 4 different jobs. Some of those were entrepreneurial endeavors. And my husband and I were enduring a 2-year-long immigration process where he didn't even get to meet our son until he was 18 months old. When I first found Purium, I was a mom that was extremely depleted, burning the candle at both ends. My health was deteriorating. My finances were in such a tight place that I was having to resort to welfare at times. And I was literally praying for a solution to spend more time with my son, to be able to get my husband to the United States and build a life where we prioritized family and living our passions. What Purium has allowed us to do. I've been building a business here with Purium for the last 6.5 years. I happily say that I no longer work any of those other jobs that were taking away from my passion and my family. My husband is now here in the United States because of the additional income from Purium. And we now have 3 beautiful children that we get to raise on our own terms. We homeschool them. My husband is a musician, so we travel to his events almost every single weekend. And we've been able to create a life by design that is focused around living a healthy lifestyle, being passionate as a family, being connected, spending time together, and sharing that with others. This community and this business has completely transformed my health, my wealth, and my excitement and joy for life.
Amazing. I love that testimony, Mary Beth. Next, we're going to hear from Jordan.
I was originally a medical stenographer, but when my youngest son was born with severe eczema, I started to search for more holistic solutions. That's when I discovered regenerative detoxification. Learning most symptoms could be resolved with diet and lifestyle change and detox support made returning to the medical system difficult. So I earned my certification. I helped many people ease their symptoms and achieve their health goals. I love seeing them thrive. But there was one case that I couldn't quite figure out, my son Luke. His healing wasn't linear, with many setbacks and sleepless, itchy nights praying for answers. Outings were a source of stress. Even a short walk from the house to the car could trigger extreme itchiness. The financial toll was heavy, spending thousands on creams, herbs, supplements, practitioners, special diets, tests, often with little or only brief relief. Through it all, I knew God had a plan. I held on to my faith and continued to pray. That's when Purium came into our lives, which was an answered prayer for my son and a solution for my clients too. Herbs alone would cost us over $200 a month, and for adults, sometimes over $500. Finally, something I can count on for my family and clients, not just herbs, but a complete package that feeds, supports, and restores the body while taking the daily stress out of nutrition. Purium has given my son his childhood back. He began sleeping through the night within 3 days. His skin has cleared, his energy has soared, and his personality blossomed. He wants to be outside, in the pool, or at the beach daily. This experience has reignited my hope, my passion, and my fire to share this gift. God created us with such intelligence. If we supply the body with nutrient-dense, God-given foods, it knows exactly how to heal and restore. I'm so thankful for Purium, not only restoring our health, but giving us community and also allowing me to work from home and homeschool my boys. I'm growing personally and building a business that contributes to my family financially as well.
Beautiful, Jordan. What a powerful testimony about your son. Next, you'll hear my story.
Hey guys, I'm Renee. I'm a solo mom of 2 small boys, ages 4 and 7. I have been on a personal wellness journey for 21 years, a licensed massage therapist for 16 years, and for the past 3 years, I've also been an EMF radiation specialist. And as much as I love being an entrepreneur, honestly, about a year ago, I was running on fumes. It's very isolating being a solopreneur as well, and started slipping into unhealthy coping mechanisms. And I felt myself wanting to disconnect from my kids all the time. I had just left a relationship that was very toxic and money was tight. My health was starting to slide, and the physical toll that massage was taking on me felt overwhelming. No extra time or paid time off, and I started to wonder how long I could keep that up. So what helps me was simple, real support, and a rhythm that I could live with. I started on the ultimate lifestyle transformation and never turned back. There's clean ingredients my kids enjoy, no more bargaining for the 2 bites of broccoli at dinner time. And on the days that I don't get a lunch break, which is pretty much every day, I take my sips on the go and I get more nutrition than I ever did before. The shifts that I've experienced, my mood instantly up. Waking up easier in the mornings, my body is calmer, and I am not isolated anymore. In fact, that's one of my favorite things about this as a community. And we made it through one of the hardest stretches of summertime with more grace than I ever expected. So now I'm heading from survival and no time single motherhood into thriving in community with my children alongside me, supported and financially thriving. And here in Southwest Florida, we do beach meetups, honest check-ins with our friends, women earning in ways that honor our family. And we just love it. You know, I didn't need easy, but I did need a way through. And together is the way we do the hard things. So the door is open. I welcome you to come in.
Yes, thank you. Next, we're going to hear from Justine.
Hi, my name is Justine. I'm a homeschool mother to 3 children, mother to a child on the spectrum, and I'm also a microgreen farmer. But before all of that, I was an ultrasound technologist, and that job is very operator dependent. So you have to be asking your patients a lot of questions. I worked a lot of nights and weekends, so I saw a lot of emergent cases. And one thing that really stuck out to me is everybody's lifestyle. We're not eating real food anymore. So that was an eye-opener, but it really wasn't until 2021 when my father was diagnosed with cancer for the second time in my life, and my daughter was diagnosed with autism. And I really decided we're going to make some lifestyle changes. I ended up not working as an ultrasound tech anymore and opening up a microgreen farm in order to homeschool my daughter and her siblings. And we were doing all of the right things, eating fruits and raw living foods and doing no bad things, but she still was not sleeping through the night. Once I heard about Purium's product Biomedic, I was all about learning more about their glyphosate solution, as I knew that was a problem for Charlie because she was formula fed. And within 5 days, Charlie was sleeping through the night, which was unbelievable to me. So right away, I jumped on board to share these products with everyone I know. And although I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning, I have really worked with a beautiful team and creating an even bigger team. And I'm so excited to be a part of the bigger movement. And then also to add to what my current offerings are to my community, just bringing them more foods that they can trust. So thank you, Purium, for that beautiful alignment. And I am forever grateful.
Yeah, it's so heartwarming. I just love all those testimonies. So next, we are going to bust another myth. The myth is, I need to know everything about health and nutrition first. Well, the truth is you don't. You get to learn as you go with tools and a supportive community that guides you. So you do not have to be an expert. You just have to be coachable and willing to grow. You just follow our simple, proven system and show what that looks like. So next, we're going to hear from our friend Amber, who's done exactly that.
Have you ever felt alone? As a homeschooling mom of 4, a homesteader with my husband and kids, and pouring heart and hours into my creative work, we were living the dream we had worked so hard to build. But behind it all, I often felt isolated. Most nights I would sit at my computer for hours after everyone was asleep, pumping out design projects for clients. I did it so I wouldn't take time away from the kids during the day or deal with the chaos that came with it when I tried. Add in the constant demands of raising a child with special needs, and the weight felt heavier. The exhaustion began to spill over into my marriage and into our family life. I was stretched thin, lonely, and worn out. 2 years ago, God opened doors and led me to the Purium community. They embraced me for who I am and accepted me and created a space for real friendships, not just for me, but for my children too. Now I'm not only fueling my family with superfood nutrition, I'm surrounded by mentorship and community that pulled me out of that lonely place. It's given me the confidence to grow my dream of reaching families, walking the special needs journey as well. Purium has become the vehicle God is using to equip me to serve in the calling He has placed on my heart. I thank God every day for the mentors, teammates, and future friends He's already placing in my path.
Beautiful, Amber. Thank you so much. Next, let's hear Nicole's story.
Hi, I'm Nicole, a homeschooling mama married to a biologist, and for over a decade, we have pursued a life living in nature, living in food forests, planting gardens, opening an organic market, and now educating others about wildlife. We have done our very best to live holistically and honor God's creations. But behind the beautiful picture, there's been some harsh realities. High overhead to running a brick and mortar, troubles in starting a business from the ground up. We've even moved across the country in search for nourishing food for our family. And on top of it all, we've lived the poverty story for far too long. Let's face it, there's very little income in homesteading life. We've had to sacrifice my health and my children's education at times because of financial lack. My last pregnancy revealed that I was malnourished, and I've witnessed far too many beautiful families in similar situations. Limited income, limited impact, and sacrificing our health is not a good recipe for a true happy family. And thank goodness that when we pray, God answers. It was 2021 when we were truly living on prayers. We were grieving a tragic family loss, and a friend showed up with what I called our basket of hope. It was a box of Purium. And at first, it nourished us physically and emotionally. When I said yes to the business in 2024, that's when everything shifted. This isn't just about superfoods. This is about reclaiming our mission. Now I work from home with very little overhead, while homeschooling our children, supporting my husband's research. And even though we have income caps and weather challenges with our wild dolphin survey team, we have unlimited potential with Purium. We are not location or weather dependent, and we have organic regenerative food delivered to us monthly. We can now finally pour into our children's education like we've always wanted to. And my favorite part is this isn't just about our family. We're helping other moms and families bring this marketplace ministry to their home, to educate, to support health, to bring the kingdom wealth and restore God's design for family. This isn't just a business. This is an answered prayer.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, Christina, we'll hear from her next.
I've been a regenerative farmer for 12 years, developing a homestead with my husband, and I've been a stay-at-home mom for 8 years. I loved being a stay-at-home mom. I loved raising my kids close to the earth, connected to their food supply. I loved the freedom and being in nature all the time and meeting with other homeschooling families. I did not like the financial stress. I didn't like the limitation of not always being able to afford different opportunities for ourselves or our children in education, recreation, travel, even having a safe and reliable vehicle at all times. The worst part that was that my husband was trying to make it all work by having opened a brick and mortar with his brother. He was gone 80-hour work weeks. We hardly ever saw him. Our marriage suffered, our health suffered, the farm suffered, our family suffered. Some friends shared Purium with me. I was interested in losing a little bit of weight and feeling better. Within a couple of days, I slept more deeply, I had higher energy levels, and the weeks and months to come, I watched a lifetime of eczema clear up, a lifetime of digestive issues clear up. I had a new zest for life, but it was really the business that transformed our life. My husband was able to come home and work only 1 to 2 days a week at his store, instead focusing on fathering, being a husband, being together as a family, farming. We watched our farm flourish, being able to pour into it and really center our family and our passions at the center of our life, which for me means serving God, being with God, and serving the kingdom.
Amen, sisters. I love all those shares. Yes. All right. So the big question, how do I make money with Purium? So there's a way that you can earn your money back in 10 days or less. So it is possible to make money, and it's possible to get your products paid for by getting people to join in and do it with you. So who do you know that might do it with you? Because making big change is always more effective when we have support, right? All right. So getting people to join in with you, you can start making money right away while you build a long-term residual income with what's called our Fast Start bonus program. And there are $6,500 in bonuses alone available. In fact, Justine that shared earlier hit Fast Start Diamond and got Jordan to Executive for over $3,000 in bonuses in her first 3 months, which doesn't even include commissions, which I think is just incredible. It's so fulfilling to be able to help others earn these bonuses. I mean, so what could you do with $6,500 for you and your family? You can continue to earn after Fast Start, even when you're out of Fast Start yourself, by helping other people succeed with our matching bonus program, up to $4,000 each for each of your brand partners who achieve those bonuses. So going back to that leverage and action video where our team is dancing like crazy people, this is how leverage works. And remember, these bonuses all equate to lives changed. And so looking back at those slides, at the top of that was a name or a label like Green Diamond or Crown or Executive. And this is the slide that shows where you start to get these leadership bonuses and profit sharing. So those are some significant numbers that you get each month in a bonus once you hit leadership levels. And so here's what's possible for long-term monthly residual income. So those arrows there show the levels where the people are that you heard from today on this stories, all the way from director up to 2-star crowns. Those are significant amounts of money that are available to earn. There is a strong community support here. Supports you every single step of the way. You will have free one-on-one coaching and mentorship, plus trainings and resources at both the team and corporate level. And honestly, it feels less like a business and more like a family. The best part is you can bring your own family along on the journey. And I just love that. So how do you get started? Well, you could start by doing your own 90-day program. Let your kids see you taking care of your health. And if you are coachable, motivated, and you have a love for helping others, maybe even a desire to build something your kids can be proud of, this is for you. What's incredible is that this is actually a legacy business, meaning the business can be passed down to your children and they inherit what you've built alongside them. You may be ready to join as a brand partner, or you maybe simply want to have a health transformation and start using the products. Either way, go ahead and get back to the person who invited you to the Zoom after we are all finished today. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. We really appreciate your time this evening.